Life is short, it ain't no guarantees. Just step on out, girl, you wear it.
Welcome, everybody. Another week. Oh my goodness. We have a wonderful show for you today.
Go Curvy.
Thursday is my favorite day of the whole week because I get to spend time with my Go Curvy family. You are more than numbers on a scale. Live for today, love your body today, and let's go curvy. Welcome everybody. We are so happy to have you here today. It is Go Curvy Thursday, and this show is all about love. Self-love, that is, the most important love out there. We have the most wonderful show for you today. I have a special guest on the couch that we are going to get to really soon. Hayley Hasselhoff is going to join us today, tell us all about her adventures. In Spicy Girl Talk, we have some of our favorite back on the couch today, and we are going to talk about self-love and self-confidence. We had such a fun day last week. We went down to the famous TCL Chinese Theatre. We did a behind-the-scenes tour. I can't wait to show you that. We got to see things that, oh my goodness, I can't give away any secrets. You're gonna have to watch the video. And over in beauty today, the beautiful Dellany piece is going to join me, and we're gonna make an avocado mask, which is so good and moisturizing for your skin. But let's get this show started because this is one of the busiest young ladies, and I have her on my couch, so I am not gonna waste a moment. Hayley Hasselhoff, welcome.
Hi.
I just love seeing your beautiful face.
Thank you.
Oh,
I'm so happy to be back here.
Missy, you have been so busy. I've got to read it. I can't even keep track of it. You know, thank goodness for Instagram, because that's how I know what you're doing.
Well, that's good. Well, good to know.
Thank goodness, because you are like the globe trotter.
Thank you.
Just incredible.
It's been great. It's been a really great journey.
You are, I think you and I were talking earlier, and I said you are representing curvy girls so well out there. I'm so proud of you. But I got to talk a little bit, because you have been so busy. Pulp Fashion Week in Paris in May.
Yeah.
Headlined a show in Berlin. Wow. Appeared, we have to talk about this one because this is so exciting. Appeared in Cosmopolitan, Australia. We're gonna go back to that one because this next one you're gonna have to explain to me. Dove with saltwater crocodiles in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, so you walked the runway and you dove with crocodiles.
Oh yeah.
That is incredible.
I'm an adrenaline junkie.
Right. I think I actually saw pictures on your Instagram when you were with the crocodiles.
Oh yeah, I've got it in the cave and everything.
Hey, how big are they? Are they pretty big?
Oh, this one was huge. His name was Chopper, and he was from here to there.
Are you? Oh, was it scary?
I mean, you can only see this big camp, but I'm from here
he
to
was big. He was really big. Wow.
Yeah.
Haley, tell me a little bit about Cosmopolitan Australia. How did that come about?
It was a great opportunity. They kind of contacted us to kind of do a piece on me, and I've always been such a fan of Cosmopolitan, especially my first trip over to Australia, and then to be able to be featured in Cosmopolitan Australia was such an amazing honor. But the coolest thing that I think that I've found out about Cosmopolitan Australia is that they actually use a lot of plus size girls for their editorials and don't label them plus size. So, you get to see this change in the industry, and I think Australia is really taking off with it.
Yeah.
So it's just really cool.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. So was it a bit of a dream come true when you were at Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, everything was pink. I was like, this is so cool. Yeah.
Oh,
and the people behind the scenes were so lovely. It was a really great day and a really great shoot. So
that is incredible.
Yeah.
That is absolutely incredible. Like I said, you are representing the curvy girls so much. Your face is out there. This beautiful face, everybody is everywhere. And just such a positive young lady doing big things in the curvy community. Representing, walking that catwalk. Oh my goodness, do you ever get nervous on that catwalk?
Of course.
Yeah.
But I think that like if you don't have nerves, then you don't care about it enough.
Isn't that the truth?
You know, and I think nerves are a good thing. It's just about using those nerves to positivity.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know, I'm used to it now in some sense.
Yeah.
But I definitely still get nervous. There's big gaps in between these shows of what else I do and the other travels that I do. So definitely getting back into it, I'm like, okay, wait. I want to be in rehearsal. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what the choreographer wants and kind of really get into it.
That is amazing. That is amazing. A little bit, did a little birdie say something about Hamburg? Like, I heard the Hamburg come up. What's going on?
So I may, if my schedule permits, I might be going to Germany in October, and you know, they've got some amazing runway shows coming up as well. So hopefully it all works out.
We have our fingers crossed. We would love, love, love to see you. Oh my God. We want to see you everywhere. Every curvy fashion show, Hayley Hasselhoff has to be in it. So take that word of advice, everybody. You want this beautiful young lady because she's such a great representation for the curvy community. Oh, and Hayley, I have so many questions for you because everybody has wants to know, but I know you're busy. You've been already running around this morning. So
I know,
we're so happy to have you. But
thank you.
Before you go, can you give one fashion tip to all the beautiful curvy girls out there just to stay true to yourself?
Yeah, you know, I think that my biggest fashion tip is dress for you. You know, magazines can give you guidelines about what to dress for your figure, but they're not tailoring it to your exact figure. So go to that department store, try on long dresses to short dresses, silk fabrics to cotton fabrics, high-waisted to low-waisted, and find what works best for your figure, and then incorporate that with style and trends. And I think that that's really where you're going to get your comfortability and your confidence.
Oh, what a beautiful, so well said. Be you, be true to you, right?
Yeah.
Be true to you and, you know, set your own fashion trends. That is wonderful. Hayley Hasselhoff, it is always such a pleasure. Follow this beautiful young lady on social media. She has an adventure of a life that you will not believe. Encourage her because she is doing big things out there in the curvy community. Hayley, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you, it's always so, I wish everyone could see this beautiful face up close. She just makes you smile, makes you smile. Thank you. Come back soon.
I will.
Time permitting, anytime, that seat is reserved for you. We want to keep up with you, beautiful.
Thank you.
My goodness. The crew and I went down to the Chinese Theatre and we got a behind the scenes tour. Let's have a look. I can't believe I'm standing here in the majestic TCL Chinese Theatre. The history is everywhere around you. This majestic place where so many movies have premiered. I can't wait to meet up with Levi. He's going to give us a behind the scenes tour, tell us some of the amazing history of this place, the TCL Chinese Theatre. I can't believe how big it is. Wow.
Good afternoon and welcome to historic TCL Chinese Theatre. My name is Levi and I'll be your guide today as we explore the history of the theater. So let us journey back now to May 18th, 1927, when Sid Grauman, Hollywood's master showman, first opened the doors of this theater. He wanted the audiences who came inside here to have an escape from reality. So when you walk through these doors back in the 20s and 30s, you will be transported off into a different time and a different place. In this instance, China. We've had inside this theater more movie premieres than any theater in the world. And looking around our lobby, you'll see we have costumes on display from these various movies we've had here over the years. And out of all the movies we've premiered here over the years, the one that's had the biggest impact, Wizard of Oz. More than Star Wars, more than Titanic and Avatar, which were all big movies that premiered here, The Wizard of Oz, 75 years later, has still had a huge impact on this theater. For that premiere, Wizard of Oz, back in 1939, they had our courtyard out front decorated as Kansas on one side, complete with Dorothy's house, Oz on the other side, with the yellow brick road carpet right down the middle, and the Munchkins in costume walking around as well, too. We, after this renovation, have now become the biggest IMAX theater in the world, and we're going to go ahead and take you inside right now. Before this, the previous biggest IMAX theater was actually about 612 seats. And so for something like that, it really wasn't big enough for hosting a premiere. For the premieres, you know, the studios usually like to have about 900 to 1,000 seats minimum. And so with having 932 seats in here, now those big IMAX movies are able to actually have their big premieres. So when they have something such as, say, Ender's Game or RoboCop or 300 Rise of an Empire in IMAX, they can show the actual IMAX version of the movie for that premiere. And inside here with this beautiful auditorium, there is no better place to see an IMAX theater. We have our premieres here a lot of times. the stars of the film will sit between rows M and about row Q. One of the great things about this is that every seat in this theater is a great seat. And this particular area, though, by having most of this talent sit here in this general area, it helps to ensure that if they need to have people go down to introduce the film, they know where they're at. They're right there. They just go ahead and grab them and they can go on down and do it, as opposed to having to find them in other parts of the theater.
If I sat in row Q, there was a chance I could sit in the same seat as Brad Pitt did.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Go ahead. I'd like to even. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And then right over there, we have our statue of the Chinese philosopher of dramatic arts. He is in almost every room of our theater, either as a statue or as a painting. And as Sid Grumman liked to say, the show began on the sidewalk. So from the moment you step off the sidewalk, you begin being transported back into this different time and this different place. We do about 35 to 50 premieres per year. And we've had everything from Star Wars to Titanic, Avatar 3D premiered here, Mary Poppins. You know, last year, Saving Mr. Banks came out. They recreated the premiere of Mary Poppins. So there have been a number of movies that premiered here. And you have more premieres here in any other location.
When you think of Hollywood, one of the main things that comes to mind is the Chinese theater. It's a landmark, it's an icon, and it's just like so much history. You know, we think of it as a theater, but just hearing everything else that it is, it's incredible. My favorite part of the whole tour was finding a costume of the curvy girl herself, Marilyn Monroe. Her movie was Gentlemen Prefer Blondes. Wow. I know, can you believe that was Marilyn Monroe's dress? Oh my goodness, the history in that theater is just amazing, absolutely amazing. We have a little bit more to show you after. But ladies, look at the beautiful ladies are here. Are you ready to get spicy? Yes. Hello, my beauties. It is always so wonderful, wonderful to see you. So we're not gonna get too spicy today because it's all about love. The show is all about self-love today on Spicy Girl Talk. So we're gonna start there, but you know the drill. So I'm gonna start. Everyone's been on my couch, and it's like I haven't seen some of these faces for a while. Wow, it's so good to see you. Beautiful smiley faces. I am Sherry Lee Meredith. I am the host and creator of Go Curvy. And this gorgeous dress that I'm wearing today is from Damatalia. Is this not gorgeous? I will definitely post some pictures later on my social media so you can see. This is like the perfect flowy, it's like a wrap dress for summer. I just love it. And a couple things that I need to talk about that are going on very, very soon in my life here is in August, I'm hosting the 40 Plus Divas fashion show in Las Vegas. Please check our social media because we've got it posted all over there. That's gonna be so much fun. And in September, I'm coming home, Canada. It might be for a few days. Curvalicious Canada is having a plus size conference in Toronto. Follow me on social media. You want to hear all about it. They are giving away a car, ladies. Wow. You gotta be there. Oh my goodness. Leah, welcome. Oh, you've been traveling like crazy too.
I have.
Oh,
I have. I just got back from Philadelphia. It was a family visit.
Oh.
Yeah, my niece turned 2. Actually, both my nieces turned 2. They're 2 weeks apart.
I saw some of the pictures. They were so cute.
It was cute. We went out to tea, went to a water park, and I got the youngest. She's been fascinated with my nails since she was a newborn, and she finally let me paint her toenails. She actually asked, she came in and went, piggy paint? Because my sister got her, it's called piggy paint for the little girl.
And you
girls.
painted her toenails.
Yeah.
That is so sweet. That is, who are you wearing, gorgeous? You look like hot
Thank
today.
you.
Hot.
It's a dress called Haney, H-A-A-N-I, and the wrap is hypnotic.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that color on
Thank
you.
you.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Joanne, Rallo, we missed you. Beautiful.
I missed you guys too. You know, it's been a while.
You were like so tanned and you're like a bronze goddess.
Yeah,
sitting there
it's
today.
that olive skin. It's that Mediterranean skin. Yeah,
So
and the
pretty.
summer, of course.
And sitting in between 2 fair skins. That helps too.
Right? I'm actually, my name is Joanne Rallo. I am Miss Plus Top Model 2014. I am taking it back to like 90s style. I went to downtown LA in the fashion district. I found a bodysuit. Who wears bodysuits? Everybody apparently.
Love it.
So I'm wearing this black bodysuit that I got for like $6.
Wow.
And then this leopard printed pencil skirt for like another $7 or $8.
Wow.
So downtown LA, Fashion District, have the patients look around, and even, you know, the smaller named clothing, you might find something that looks great on you.
And it looks great on you, Joanne. You look
Thank
beautiful.
you.
Beautiful,
Thank you.
beautiful. Dellany P!
I wanted to bring you a present today, but it's on hold. We went to our meetup at Aroma Cafe, and they had no macaroons today.
Dang
So I was
it!
like, oh. So
Oh.
next time, I'm getting you some.
Thank you, my love.
Plug for Aroma. But anyway, my name is Dellany Peace. I'm wearing today Jennifer Lopez, or J-Lo, from Kohl's. And this dress, you guys, it was only $8 in her store. And a Vera Wang necklace, and this is also from Kohl's.
Beautiful. So pretty.
Yeah, I'm just amazed. I love it. So,
Love the color.
Yeah, thank
Love
you very much.
the color.
Thank you.
So ladies, we are going to talk about, we're going to start with building a greater sense of self-confidence. And we talk a lot on this show about self-confidence. That I would say confidence is the sexiest thing a woman can wear, but probably one of the most hardest things. Because it's like a word, confidence, right? We think, oh, it's so easy, but it's really not. It's really, really not, but so important. So important. So I've just found some little tips here. And this is about building a greater sense of self-confidence. At number 1, we have dress sharp. And I think that is so important, because I know if I'm feeling like really, really frumpy and I just don't want to like leave the house, I put my heels on.
Yes.
And I think just that little bit of confidence from saying, yeah, you know, I look good. Dress for confidence, right?
Absolutely.
I absolutely agree. I was going to say, ever since I met you, I've been dressing much better. I used to live in sweats, and every Thursday I dress up better, and it actually affects my whole week. And
Doesn't it? You just feel
I feel completely
better.
different.
It definitely is a mood booster. Absolutely.
Right? Put
Absolutely.
something on and just do it. I think it's a great thing. At number 2, we have walk faster and walk with purpose.
Walk with purpose.
You notice with somebody when they're walking fast and they're walking with purpose, you notice them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Unless you live in a city like New York, where everybody's walking.
Purpose is to get away from everybody else.
Right. In the South, you can't win for losing, because if you walk with purpose, everyone's like, "Where's the fire?"
Well, I'll tell you,
Right?
that's definitely a lesson I learned as a teenager who loved getting backstage at rock concerts. If you walk with purpose, like you belong, you don't get stopped.
Yes.
You do not get stopped.
So true. So true.
Look like you have a reason for being there.
That you're supposed to be there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
I even find, you know, sometimes I get nervous going into a crowd of people, and I'm getting much better, but, you know, I'm a farm girl from Canada. Like, I had to learn a few things when I moved to Los Angeles. And I find when I walk with purpose or walk in like you own the room, it works.
Yep.
Yeah.
People notice, doors start opening,
Yep.
invites start flowing. Yep.
Definitely makes a difference.
Definitely works.
makes a difference.
At number 3, good posture. I think that is so
We always
important.
straighten up when we
Sit
talk
up
about this.
straight.
All of a sudden, we're like, oh.
Right? And I think you just feel better when you sit with good posture.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
And I think on Go Curvy it's easy because we all have mic packs in our back, so we're sitting up straight.
Right.
There's probably a physiological thing to that as well, because our bodies were built to be straight, you know?
Yeah.
And so, I know as a kid I was always getting in trouble for, stand
The
up
shoulders.
straight, stand up straight.
Absolutely, absolutely. At number 4 is gratitude.
Yes,
Right, just being happy for what's going on, what you've done already in your life.
Yeah.
And when you're putting that energy out, you're going to get more of the same energy coming in. That's what people don't realize. It's easy to stay in that good mood, and then you're going to be getting more and more, and you're like, oh my God, I'll accept it,
Yeah.
But if you're in just a bad mood all the time, you're going to close yourself off to all the blessings you could get.
So
Absolutely.
true,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
true.
I reposted, sorry to interrupt you there. I reposted a quote from Danielle Laporte the other day, and it said, "Joy is sexy."
Joy is.
Oh, that's
sexy.
beautiful,
Yes.
Leah. I
Yeah.
love that.
I like
So
that too.
true.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
so true. At number 5, we have compliment other people, and I think that's so important. Give it out there, and you're gonna get it back. And it's just kindness. Just
Yeah,
be
so true.
kind.
The one thing I will honestly say is, I've been on the Go Curvy set quite a bit since the get-go, and I will say that every week, non-stop, you come onto this set, and from the time you walk in the door to the time you leave, it's just non-stop
It's true.
compliments the
It's
whole
true.
time.
Wonderful.
So
Yeah, and
it's a great feeling, and it's contagious.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
a tweet give
really
a compliment,
is.
you want to give it to someone else.
Yeah.
It's a great
And
feeling.
you know, especially women who are a little more on the curvy side, it doesn't hurt if you see them at a coffee shop or a restaurant, anywhere, especially in LA.
Yeah.
Tell them something amazing about themselves, and it's going to take them so far. You have no idea how much power are in your words.
It is because you don't know, you know, someone sitting there having coffee, they might not have heard a compliment for a really long time. And you can really make their day. You know, just do it. Just
I mean,
be
some of us
kind.
take it for granted that we hear compliments. But we need to share the compliments.
Yes, share it.
Yes, I will share my
Absolutely.
compliments.
Absolutely. And at number 6, I think this is so important. I love this one. Speak up and develop your courage. Don't be afraid to speak up.
I don't think we have that problem.
We do not have a problem, right?
Yeah,
But some people do.
They
and
do.
And that's something that it took me a little bit to learn because I've been a public speaker since I was born. You know, like my first event I can remember I was 6 years old. And there's people that are like, how do you do that? I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Where to me, I'm like, isn't it natural? Don't you want to just talk? But that's not the case.
It's so not, Leah. I think growing up, I grew up in a family where you didn't speak up. Like you just did it. You know, you were the pleaser. You had to like make everything okay, but you have to speak up. You have to, ladies. You have to speak up, and you have to speak your mind.
Well, and then I mean, the
freeing.
physiological again, and then your throat chakra, and then you know, like you're supposed to speak your truth.
Yeah, exactly.
I grew up in a house. If you didn't speak up, you weren't gonna. If you want something, you better speak up. You're not gonna get it.
You're not gonna get it.
Don't we have a daughter named Dellany somewhere?
What happened to that young lady?
Why do you guys think I'm so loud today as an adult?
There you
That's
go.
one of the reasons.
Oh goodness. Okay, we're gonna move on to learning to love yourself. And these are so simple, but sometimes just things we forget to do, and it's so important. Self-love is truly the most important love out there, because if it's not in here, it's going to be really hard to get it from out there.
So true.
Absolutely.
Get it or
So
give
true.
it.
Or give it,
Yeah.
Dellany. Really good point.
Yeah.
Change the negative self-talk into positive self-talk. I know as human beings, we are really bad for negative self.
Yes,
we are the
we are.
worst on ourselves.
We shame ourselves on a regular basis.
all the time.
It's
And
probably
we don't
the
even
hardest.
realize it.
It's probably the hardest thing. You know,
Because it's almost like
you're your worst critic.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how many times a day I'm like, Leah, da 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 da.
Yep,
And
guilty.
instead, you should be saying like, that was great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go you.
Yeah.
Especially for women, we end
So
up apologizing for ourselves all throughout the day, and it's like, why do we keep saying I'm sorry? You know, and like I just met up with Joanne a little bit before the show, and I had actually walked out of my house with my house flip-flops on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm standing here walking around in my house flip-flops. Like I was apologizing,
And
but
I'm
why?
like, I don't
I
care.
don't care. You got here. You made it.
Yeah.
And you're comfortable.
Yes.
Exactly. I love this one. And I tell every woman I meet to do this. It's like, look in the mirror and tell yourself how fabulous you are. Love that person looking back at you. That is so, so important. Do it daily. Everybody, ladies, gentlemen, do it daily. Look in the mirror and tell that person how fabulous they are.
Amen.
Yeah, I like to use that time if you are putting on your makeup. You're going to be in front of that mirror for 5-10 minutes or whatever. That's like your time. That's your time to sit there and kind of that mental talk with yourself. So, ladies, if you need a time to do it and you say you're so busy, you have no time, when you put on your makeup, while you're driving in the car, this little mirror, use it.
Yeah, whatever your favorite feature is. Like I love to brush my teeth and go, look at
the smile. Look at that beautiful
and I usually give my self-love comment like after I'm brushing my teeth. I'm like, get rocket
That is so. This one's so cute. And Dellany, I think you were the one who told me about this, and I kind of love this, is write yourself a love note.
Oh, right. Yes. Very important.
Write yourself a little love note. I think that is so important. You know, even if you go out, so write yourself a little love note, and then go out, do your day. When it is, come home to a little love note to
I
yourself.
never thought about that before.
And there was a movement, Leah, you might have known about this. There was a movement going on a year or two ago where strangers were leaving love notes for people, like in restaurants and bathrooms or whatever. And I even got one when I was waitressing at a restaurant, and these two women who were early 20s, they didn't even give me a reason to think they were going to do anything extra, and they left the tip and that note, and it said, you were beautiful. And I put it on. It made me cry, actually, because I was like, oh my God, I actually needed to hear that. Because it didn't mean you were beautiful, like just
Right,
And
not
you're
physical. You're beautiful
Yes,
as a person.
yes.
Oh,
So I think we should start doing that again for people who
I never
you
even
know,
knew about
stickies, little sticky
Sticky
notes.
notes, Post-it
to,
notes.
You know,
Yeah.
I have a girlfriend that has a lot of like affirmations all over her house about being courageous and beautiful. And, yeah, put a sticky note on your mirror.
Yeah.
You're right. It takes no
Can we
time at all.
start that? That would be awesome.
Yeah, we should. I mean, it's been going
do
on.
it.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's just keep
Pass the
doing
baton.
it. This next one is really, really important. Free the perfection bug. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Nobody's perfect.
Do you want me to start singing it?
Right? Yeah. Just let it go. The Frozen song.
You know what?
It's so true.
Like, so connects into the self-talk, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I know for me right now, self-love has been this huge theme of my life for like the past year.
Yes.
And I write a blog for a website called Ms. in the Biz, and my topic is called Weighing In, and it's really about my journey to self-love and the different things. And so I know, you know, just lately I've been going back over the past 5, 10, 15, 20 years and going, well, why did you do that? Why had it, what if you would have done this?
Gotta let it go.
You gotta let it go.
Let it go.
We can't what if everything in our lives, that if anything, that'll just hold us back, and how can you progress in life?
Absolutely. And I think sometimes when you get caught up in that perfection bug, you're really scared to go out there and just do it. So you just let it go.
true.
Just go out there and do it.
Yeah.
Nobody's perfect. Nobody
Yeah.
nobody expects perfection except from within. We do. But
Yeah.
let that bug go. That's
Yeah.
one bug that we never need to see again.
Yeah.
The perfection
Well, and
bug.
Sherry Lee, since meeting you, I'm telling you, and I'm just forever grateful for the day that we found each other. So I really am. You have opened a floodgate of people to me, like Joanne, Leah, and others. And all of y'all get it. Let it go.
Let it go.
So, but before y'all, and I've been here for like 7 years prior to meeting you, so many perfect women here, and they are so unhappy and so miserable. And you know, I'm just like, just calm, just relax.
Yeah.
And it's okay that you weren't perfect today. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to look perfect. And I would be in these acting meetings, Leah, where these women would actually say, if I lost 5 more pounds, I would be perfect, and I would get those jobs. And I'm like, the 5 pounds isn't stopping you from getting the job.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's like,
Yeah.
and it's like the women that are doing the plastic surgery. You know, I want a better nose, I want cheekbones, I want this, and then you think, okay, that's what they wanted to be perfect. But then guess what? They're fixing it up again, and they're doing the boobs, and they're doing this and that, and it's like now you look anything but perfect because you just, you know.
Dolly Parton is on the other side of that. I think she's crazy and
Well,
perfect.
because there really is no such thing as perfection.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So if you're always striving for this unattainable thing, you're never going to reach it.
just
And the only thing you're doing is you're missing out on life.
on life.
Yeah.
by trying
Missing
to
out
look
on life.
perfect.
I think if any words of encouragement I give to every lady out there is don't wait to start living to that 5, 10, 20, 50 pounds. Live today, because today's so precious. You don't know, tomorrow's not guaranteed. So let go of that bug. Goodbye, perfection bug. We don't ever want to see you again. But one thing we want to see, do something special for yourself.
Yes,
No matter, even if it's something, Leah, right? Even if it's nail polish,
Nails,
something small.
You know, when I'm down, like that's one of my things is I will go get a manicure or I will go get a massage. You know, I mean, I mean, especially here in LA, it's very affordable.
Yeah.
There's a $30, $40 Thai massage place, and you know how good you feel after.
I know, when you walk out, doesn't it feel good to get a massage?
Yes,
Like,
it does.
oh my goodness. I don't even know if we
Or
had.
a bubble bath.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
at all.
There's little things, even free, that's a free thing to do. You know, for
Little
women.
things.
It's interesting, a lot of women don't think they're deserving of something special for themselves.
They don't
you
think
know?
they deserve that time, but you do.
But we all do.
Because you're like, oh, I don't have time for a bubble bath. I mean, you got to put the water and the soap, but by the time you're done, that's an hour, right? Well, you know what? Take that hour.
Yeah.
Take it.
What's an hour?
You deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. And last, this is so beautiful. Be true to you.
Yes.
Be true to you. That's the only person you need to be true to.
That's
is yourself.
basically Shakespeare, to thine own self be true.
Right?
So he's been saying it for years. And
so true, right?
So true.
Yeah,
Absolutely. So let's move on to things you need to do for you.
Okay. Let's go.
And number one, and this rings so true to me because our executive producer, Brad Wyman, when I first moved to Los Angeles, I cried for like the first week that I lived here because I didn't know anybody. And it's like, I don't know this city. I don't know anybody. I've never felt so alone in my life. And so number one is dedicated to you, Brad Wyman. Start spending time with the right people.
Yes.
Yeah.
So powerful. Brad told me, he says, find your group of core people and you're going to be fine in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And you know, a problem though, because we've had them toxic people around us.
Yeah.
If you find, and I said this to you the other day, take out that trash.
Yeah.
You will make room for, as Brad Wyman said, the core people.
Yeah.
And you're just going to keep upgrading. It's all about the upgrade.
Yeah.
And I think and I know when Gregory Zarian was on the show, he told us, don't be afraid to let those people go. Don't be afraid.
It's
Get
so
rid of
tough,
them.
but it's true.
You have to.
Yeah.
You just
I had an awareness coach who used the phrase compassion from afar. So you can still have compassion and love for this person from afar. They don't need to be in your inner circle.
So true, Leah. That's so well said.
If anything, we just have to learn how to like fine tune our pickers and make sure that we're picking the right type of people around us and just.
And that's a process. It's part of your life.
It's live and learn.
You attract what you're going through at the time, but then as you're moving forward in your journey, you're not going to be able to move forward until you let go of what's not important.
And I suggest, because I apply this to myself, I ask people, what were you the day before you met that toxic person who was bad for you? Where were you at? What was your life like? And whatever that was, you were fine before you knew that person. So don't be afraid to let them go.
Exactly.
You know?
And at number 2, this one really hit home for me. And I'll explain why after I read it. Start being honest with yourself about everything. And when I think of that, I think about health. And I think about a couple years back when I had my stroke, and if I would have been honest with myself about what was going on with my body, I probably would not have had the stroke. But you know, it's like as women, we got so much going on, and we can never be sick. And you know, I have a pain in my leg, but it's gonna get better tomorrow. Be honest with yourself about everything.
Yeah, it's true.
If you're not feeling good, take the time. You know, you are important. So be honest with yourself about everything.
I think you've been a big influence on me with that. And so you know, and if you've seen me on the show before, you know I've been battling with this binge eating for a couple years now. I mean, I put on 75 pounds in like 6 months, and I'm finally now taking that control of that. So about 2 weeks ago, I did this yoga detox, which was just alkaline and vegan.
How was that?
I felt amazing. I dropped 7 pounds. I felt amazing. And so today, before I came here, I went and got a live blood analysis. And he analyzed, he's a little concerned with my liver and the candida, and he's put me on like a liver colon, just some drops that I need to take for 30 days and go back. And he said, you know, because holistic medicine is looking at the preventive. I got my blood work done from the doctor, and they said everything was fine. But the holistic doctor is going, yes, but to see the way these blood cells look like, this is going towards diabetes. This is going to this. And so I'm going to do these drops for 30 days, and I'm going to continue to watch my sugar. And I'll report back to you guys in a month.
I'm so glad you did that. I am so that you are being honest with yourself about everything.
Because that honesty is opening up your awareness, and then you choose to be
that
proactive
I'm not
about what
taking
you
good
do.
care of myself. I need to.
And you need to.
And I'm being honest about it. I'm taking full responsibility. I wish I could blame it on this or that, but it's me.
And you're doing such a great job. Oh my goodness.
Yay.
Start living in the present. So important. You know, that is so important. We all have pasts, and we gotta let them go. I think Gregory Zarian said that last week. Let it go.
Let it go.
This should be a Frozen song.
Just let
Just let it go.
Go ahead, Dellany. You lead the way, Dellany.
Unfortunately, it sounds just like Defying Gravity too. So I'm gonna switch to Defying Gravity from Wicked. So it's like the mashup.
And I love this is the last one, and I love this so much. It's start working towards your goals and dreams every day, because every day you work on it, you are a day closer. And it's not easy. You know, it is not easy, but something as valuable as your goals and dreams, it's worth it. Start today.
And even if it's just 5 minutes, that's what would frustrate me is like, I don't even have 5 minutes to work on what I came here for. But then I'd sit and go, 5 minutes, Dellany, and you can get a lot done in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And that time accrues, and then suddenly you're there. You've reached your goal.
Well, that goes all the way back to the whole perfection thing. We think that if we're doing it the perfect way, that we'll just bang it all out and everything's done.
Right.
But even, you know, in a non-perfect world, as we live in a non-perfect world, the 5 minutes slowly over time will eventually accumulate to meeting that
Joanne.
goal.
So true. Work on it every day.
Every
Work on
day.
it a little bit every day.
Yeah.
My beauties, thank you so much. This has been such a positive, spicy girl talk.
It was very
I'm glad. I thought it was going to be another tearjerker.
It's all about loving you.
It was girl talk.
I kept my body temperature down. There was no like,
I know,
oh my
we
Lord,
didn't
I'm
have to-
blushing because of something Sherry Lee said that rhymes with next or death. Or
Spicy is outside. It's still hot. Spicy outside.
Oh goodness, you know, there are days we just need to celebrate who we are.
Yes.
And you know, love yourself. And thank you so much. So beautiful to see your beautiful faces. It just makes my day seeing these gorgeous faces. Oh goodness, talking about gorgeous faces, I had the beautiful Eva Tingley on a couple months ago, and we made this fruit salad that was so popular. Everyone's been asking about it, so we want to show you. We want to show you it again. I think I need some right now. Let's have a look.
Go curvy.
Beautiful. Eva's gonna cook with me today, sweetheart. Yay! So you know what? We are gonna cook up a fruit salad, but this one's got a little bit of a twist to it.
Okay.
So it's nice and healthy, but ooh, it tastes so good. Sweetheart,
can't
can I
wait to
get
try
you to cut up a banana for me, just
Yes.
in nice slices? So I'm gonna do the topping a little bit later, and I actually added this because this is not in the recipe, but if you want to add this, I love mango. And I love
Yum.
mango in everything, so I actually put a cup of mango. And we've got a cup of sliced strawberries.
Delicious.
Look at the color.
I know.
Ooh, looking good. And we've got a cup of pineapple, fresh pineapple. Everything's fresh. If you can do fresh, always do fresh. It tastes so much better. We've got a cup of kiwi. I'm not a huge kiwi fan, but actually in this fruit salad, it's so good. We've got a cup of red grapes. If you like green grapes better, use green grapes. It really doesn't matter.
Tossing these in
Throw
here?
them all in, my sweetheart.
Yum.
Isn't that color looking good?
Yes, it looks so amazing. Perfect for springtime.
Right? And just so easy to make, like just so easy to make. And we're gonna put a little bit of sauce on this.
I dropped a banana right in the honey. That's perfect. Yum.
Throw that all in, sweetheart. That
Okay.
is, I think, 3 tablespoons of honey in there. Drizzle that all over.
Yum.
And we've got the juice from 1 lime. That's gonna give it a little bit of a zing.
I want to make sure we get all this honey in.
I know. Want a spoon?
Yes.
Usually
Thank
we've
you.
been known to lick the spoon
Ooh.
too. Yeah.
Very fun. Yum, yum, yum.
So this is gonna give it like a little bit of a glaze. Sometimes if your fruit is not in season, it's just gonna make it a little bit sweeter.
Yum.
We're gonna throw in a little bit of chopped mint.
Yum.
And it smells so
Oh
good.
gosh, yes it does.
Hey, Eva, this is my secret to making a perfect fruit salad, toasted coconut.
Oh boy.
Throw it all in.
Oh, I will.
Toasted coconut, so
Yum, yum,
easy.
yum.
All you do, you spray your pan. Yeah, get it all in there.
I'm
Spray
getting
your
it.
pan, 350 for about 10 minutes. Put your coconut in, toast it, and stir that up. Doesn't that smell incredible?
It really does. I'm just like,
I know, right?
I won't. But I want to.
There's something that happens when you toast coconut. It's like the flavor comes tenfold.
Yeah, that smells so amazing.
Isn't that good? Plate some up, my sweetheart.
Oh, here we go. Woo.
Isn't that good? And everything is like toasted coconut everywhere.
I wanted to make
we
sure
have
you
to
got
give
some
some of
mint.
this for Priscilla because she's been working hard over there in chat.
Yeah.
My sweetheart, that is yours.
Yum.
And for everybody else out there, while Eva and I dig in here, we have a little bit more of Boulevard 34. Let's have a look.
Your curvy body's going on, child.
Have to try that fruit salad. It is so yummy. That little bit of toasted coconut and the fresh mint. Oh my goodness. Please try it out. The recipe is on gocurvy.com. Hey, Priscilla.
Hi there, Sherry Lee. That was a very inspirational, spicy girl talk.
Oh, thank you,
Yes,
sweetie.
yes.
You know, sometimes we just need to make time for ourselves. And, you know, self-love is so important, Priscilla. And, you know,
Exactly.
just talk about it. Little things that you can do every day just to encourage yourself.
Exactly. And that's what you're all about. So that's awesome.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Hey, I hear we have a pretty special website of the week today.
Oh, yes, we do. It is Plus Model Magazine at plusmodelmag.com. And as many people would know, Plus Model Magazine, it inspires curvy girls with articles about how to become a plus model, like even beauty secrets and different things that are out there for curvy women specifically.
Wow, that sounds like a great resource, Priscilla.
Yes,
really,
it
really great
is.
resource.
It is,
oh, my goodness, that's
definitely.
wonderful. Do you have some questions for me?
I do, Sherry Lee. I do. Let me get to it right now. It's been amazing these last few weeks because people are they're wanting to know certain things about the entertainment industry. So a question that's come up is, what's the most important thing that you'll need when you enter into the entertainment industry, whether it's PR, a lawyer, or an accountant?
Well, I think probably, Priscilla, the first thing you need a thick skin and you need a lot of self-confidence. And, you know, when I say that, I truly mean it, because you have to stay true to yourself in the entertainment business. And I think in any business, as long as you stay true to yourself, I think all of those are really, really, really important. And
Right.
I think, though, one of the things you really want to do when you get into the entertainment business is you want to make sure you have a great attorney, because you don't want to be signing anything. You know, you want someone who's going to kind of look out for you. But it's also important to have an accountant. PR is important too. So, you know what I say, Priscilla? You got to get your team together. And, you know, it kind of goes back to what we talked about in Spicy Girl Talk, is finding the right people. So, you know, maybe you go visit a couple accountants, a couple attorneys, but, you know, find those people that you know are going to look after you and get that team together. It is really important. You know, be ready. Be ready, because when it starts coming in entertainment, it starts coming. So get your team together.
Exactly. So another question that we've had is, what amusement park best describes you?
Is there one called the Wild Wild West?
I guess there's a ride. I think there's a ride.
Oh my goodness, because I laugh about that because I'm from Western Canada, and it's sometimes the wild frontier out there. But oh my goodness, Priscilla, the funniest thing, I found this video, and I think it was like an amusement park in Germany, and I sent it to like our crew because it was so intense that is like, I was kind of like getting sick to my stomach watching it, and Andy, our director's like, cool, when can we go? And it's like, you're going alone, Andy.
Oh my gosh.
How about you? Do you have like a ride that's a Priscilla ride?
Oh gosh, no. No, I don't. No, but I love Disneyland.
Oh,
That's,
yes.
Yeah, family. I can't do Six Flags. It's just too crazy for me.
Well,
so.
Disneyland, the happiest place on earth, and I know you're the happiest young lady on earth, so that's a great fit. That is a great fit, Priscilla.
Exactly. So actually, those are all the questions that we've had today. So guys, if you want to ask Sherry Lee any questions, make sure you use the hashtag #AskSherryLee.
Wonderful, sweetheart. Thank you so much. So Priscilla, we're going to share with all the viewers out there part 2 of our TCL Chinese Theatre tour.
Awesome.
This was the handprints. Let's have a look. We're back with Levi again. He is going to tell us about the oldest award in Hollywood. That is the handprint ceremony here at the TCL Chinese Theatre.
So this whole thing began as an accident back in 1927. It was just one of those very happy, sort of lucky breaks. Basically, the story goes is that silent film star Norma Talmadge was walking through. She stepped into a wet cement area of the forecourt. Sid Grauman saw that, and the idea struck him right there as a great way to promote the opening of the theater. And on either side, Mary Pickford and Douglas Fairbanks are second and third honorees out here. Wow. But Norma Talmadge was the one that began
This was it. This was the beginning.
That was how it all started off 87 years ago. And again, since that time now. 276 people have been honored out here. One of my favorite stories, Frank Sinatra. Now, we honored Sinatra out here back in 1965 for Von Ryan's Express. We honored him out here back in 1965. We used to have out here in the forecourt trees, and during the ceremony, one of the fans climbed up one of these trees, about 10 feet off the ground, when his shadow passed over Frank Sinatra. Frank saw this. The guy shouts out, "Sinatra, I'm overshadowing your big day." Frank smiled and said, "Drop dead, buddy." The guy lost his balance. He hit the ground. It was only 10 feet, though. He hit the ground. He was okay. Everyone starts laughing at him, so Frank, he just shook his head disapprovingly. The fan, embarrassed, ran off. Sometimes it can take a number of years to get someone out here in the forecourt. Well, they tried for 3 decades to get De Niro out here, and everything finally came together back in February of 2013 when he did his handprints out here with the opening of celebrating his work on Silver Linings Playbook. That was Robert De Niro back in 2013. And right over here, we have our square for our original owner, Sid Brahman. So Sid, back in 1946, placed his hand and feet into the wet cement here at the theater. And he is the only theater owner to win an Oscar for being a theater owner. He raised the bar on how movies are presented and exhibited to the general public. And again, in 1949, he was awarded an honorary Academy Award and the only theater owner to ever win an Academy Award. So when we did R2-D2, C-3PO, and Darth Vader for the reopening of Star Wars here in August of 1977, one of the people covering the event as a correspondent was actually Regis Philbin.
Oh, wow.
And Regis, after Darth Vader put his footprints in the cement, Regis was in this area over here, and he kind of said something and kind of cracked a joke, and he was walking, and his foot went in right about here. And so Regis Philbin accidentally stepped in the Star Wars square. They actually had to take and smooth it over because, of course, Regis Philbin had nothing to do with Star Wars.
with it.
But, and again, this is years before he became the big, well-known figure he became.
Wow.
But he accidentally stepped in the Star Wars square, and again, it was smoothed right on over. And for 87 years now, the TCL Chinese Theatre has been a showcase in Hollywood for the latest and greatest in motion pictures and the newest and most innovative in cinema technology. And I hope you've enjoyed learning a little bit about the theater.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing. All the information and the history.
Oh, I know. It's just amazing. You can go on for hours over here.
Oh my goodness, Levi was so awesome down at the TCL Chinese Theatre. That man knows everything. All the history, all the facts is just incredible. If you are in Hollywood, the TCL Chinese Theatre is such a landmark. Please go down and see Levi and get a tour. It's so well worth it. Hello, beautiful. Dellany and I are giggling.
Yes.
Dellany says, "I'm so nervous to cook."
am.
And I said, "Dellany, we're not cooking today. We're putting it on our face."
Okay, all right.
So,
That's
Dellany,
fine.
this is something, because I love avocados and I buy so many avocados that sometimes I buy them and they go really ripe.
Yes.
And you can't eat them because I don't like my avocados mushy.
Okay.
So I love to make this mask, this facial mask, because it's very moisturizing.
Ah, okay.
And it is so easy. Now, is this not the coolest looking thing ever,
It looks
Dellany?
cool. It looks dangerous.
So that's why I'm not giving it to you. I'm going to do it myself. So basically, this is what it does. Is it actually slices in half your avocado. So my love, what I'm going to get you to do is take this spoon and scoop out half an avocado. Oh, look at that, Andy!
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
See, Andy loves this mask too.
That's awesome. Its skin is so nice.
Right?
Yeah, okay, I
It's the
get it.
avocado mask.
Okay, all right. So scoop the green
Scoop
mushy
that
part out.
my love.
Got that.
Scoop that out. We are going to put a tablespoon of olive oil.
Okay.
Moisturizing.
Olive oil.
Olive oil, yes, for moisture. Our avocado is full of vitamin A and vitamin E for your skin, Dellany.
Oh, wow.
So great. Honey. We have got a tablespoon of honey. Honey is great for anti-inflammatory properties. So let's throw that in. That's going to take away the
Do you do like a local
puffiness.
honey?
You know, I do. After being at Kippy's, the organic ice cream
Right,
place,
yes,
I
yes,
use
yes.
organic raw ice cream
Nice.
all the time.
Okay.
We have got a little bit of lemon in here, a little bit of lemon juice. And the lemon juice is kind of like an astringent.
Oh, yes, right.
And so throw that in
Done.
there.
I'm being careful.
But one of the things that we're going to throw is we're going to throw an egg white in.
Okay.
So egg white is going to give you firming. So let's throw that in. Let's see if we can get this.
Okay, yes, I've seen my mama do that before.
Right?
Yep.
So we just want the white, no yolk.
No yolk on your face.
We want no yolk. So
Yes.
throw that in there. Now, my love, take this and mash it up.
Smash it up, all right?
Smash it all up. We want to get it nice and smooth. You want it like a facial lotion, so get it in there.
Okay.
Get it nice and smooth.
It looks great. Like, so how do you keep from eating it while you're making it?
Well, you don't want to eat it because you got raw egg in it. So
That's true, that's true. Okay, all right. Is that good?
That is great, Dellany. That is
Okay.
nice and smooth. This is, you leave it on for about 10 minutes and your skin is gonna feel so good.
Okay.
Dig in. Let's see you put some on.
Me digging.
Let's do
Oh
it.
gosh, I'm having second thoughts. So just, okay, and just put it
Get
on my
your
face.
little cheeks. I want to see it on
Like-
your little cheeks.
Like this.
There you go, Dellany. Pat it in. Look at that.
Okay.
Yay. This is
Oh
here.
wow.
Doesn't that feel
Is that good? It actually feels really good.
It feels
does.
really
It
good.
does. It's cold.
Right? Moisturizing. You're going to have even better skin. You've got most beautiful skin.
Oh no, I
Dellany.
definitely
Thank
need it.
you
I like
so much.
how you described everything in here. I think I need it.
It's really good.
So,
And it's so easy
yeah.
because this is stuff you have in your kitchen.
Wow. Okay.
Thank you, Dellany. You
Thank
are
you,
so
Sherry Lee.
wonderful. Thank you, everybody, for such a wonderful show. Thank you for joining us today. We have to give you so much love because you give us so much love
Yes.
back. We thank Hayley Hasselhoff for joining us today, the TCL Chinese Theatre. What a wonderful, wonderful adventure that was. So please, please, please remember you're smart, you're beautiful, you are more than numbers on a scale. Live for today, love your body today, and let's go. Wow. Wow.
Go curvy. Go curvy. Oh, don't change a thing, just let yourself be free. Oh, I'm so proud to be. True beauty has no boundaries. That can't be denied.